Hi, this is David Clive with Deed Ventures, and in this video we're going to look at a 10-acre property that we have for sale in Costilla County in Colorado. So here we have a map of Colorado. As you can see, there's Denver, which is approximately 3.5 hours away. Albuquerque, down here to the south, is also about 3.5 hours away. Santa Fe, which is right around here-ish, is about 3 hours from this property. And like Colorado Springs, 2.5 hours, Pueblo, 2 hours, Walsenburg. So let's start zooming in a little bit so you can kind of see what we're talking about. So let's see here. All right, so Castillo County is this area right here, outlined in green. Walsenburg is a town that's located right here, and Walsenburg is about an hour away from this property. And then if we zoom in a little closer to the property is about 20 minutes away from St. Louis. There's St. Louis. And it's also about 20 minutes away from Fort Garland to the north. Property sits right here where this yellow rectangle is. So let's zoom in and take a look at the property. Now that you know what it's next to, how far away things are. It's on a nice flat section of land, and these ravines look a little more deep than they are because of the shrubbery that's growing in them that looks a little bit like shading. But this area here is nice and flat, well usable, good space here. Let's turn down so you can see it a little better. This is the view. And, well, this is not going too well. There we go. We'll take a look at it, kind of spin around. So you can kind of see, yeah, it's nice and flat, really usable. There are roads that are maintained up to here. And then from there, there are some tire tracks that kind of follow along. It looks like there's a fence right here that'll get you to the property. Or you can come up this off of this section here to get there. So anyway, let's drop our little person down here so you can kind of get a feel for what the area looks like. Forgive the yellow lines, but this is kind of what the view is like from the property. So here you have a mountain range to the west, and up north right there is Blanca Peak. It's really pronounced. It doesn't show up as well here as it does in photos nearby. But anyway, this kind of gives you a good feel for what you'd be seeing if you were standing on the property. So now that we're all dizzy, let's take a few steps back here and maybe look at a few pictures to see what the terrain is like. Property here, this yellow rectangle, and here's bathroom break. Great. Anyway, you can kind of see there's Blanca Peak. Let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, nice storm in the valley. Local general store. You really are in the southwest down here. There's a cool series of shots. There are some churches and things that are really kind of fun, that make you feel like you're in cowboy days, you know. So yeah, just a lot of sky. Anyway, that should give you kind of a rough feel for what the area looks like, some of the local scenery. And with that, let's take a look at some of the things nearby. So St. Louis is nearby, Fort Garland's nearby, Blanca Peak, the Sangre de Cristo Range is the mountain range that was to the east of the property. And you know, if we look here, this is the closest town. You kind of get a feel for what the weather is like. So not a lot of precipitation. You know, throughout the year, the highs in July are like 86, lows 58. In January, it's like highs of 45, lows of 17. So gives you a good idea of what you're looking at. And you can kind of see what some of the top things to see are nearby. Lots of good outdoor mountain activities around here. So, I mean, just, really pretty places. Lots of also very southwesty, ghost town feeling type of places as well. So, if you're into that kind of thing, this is a good spot for you. This property is about as cheap as they come here. So let's take a look at the local market and see what's going on in terms of pricing. So I've basically just searched for land that's between 8 and 12 acres here, and these two don't have a price, so let's see what the story is there. Okay, it's a payment plan, $750 down, $125 a month for 100 months, so that's $12,500 of monthly payments plus $750. So that gets you about $13,000 for that one. This one I'm assuming is the same thing. Yep, same thing. Just slightly different terms. It's 120 months for $99, so you're paying the same amount total. $6,000. Okay, so this is the winner on Zillow, $6,000. Obviously, my property is priced below that, so fairly competitive here. And if we go to LandWatch as well, I guess this is a good place to look. Between 8 and 10 acres, or 8 and 12 acres, sorry. Arranged cheapest to most expensive. You have payment plan again, same thing. So you're paying, it's more than $10,000. The next one is 11 acres for $8,000. I don't know how, that's weird, out of order somehow. It's probably, I have it sorted low to high. But anyway, this one is 5,500, and then it goes up from there. So this one's actually a little bit cheaper than it was on Zillow by $500. But my property still comes in below theirs, and that's kind of our goal. We try to get parcels available for way less than the competition. So that's our specialty. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see more properties before we get them posted up on our website and on various property sales sites, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Usually we do the video first, so if you want to see things first, subscribe. If you're interested in purchasing this property at a great price, there will be a link here on the video or down below. Click on that. It'll take you to our webpage with the property listing, and we'll have the property listed along with some payment options. We also offer financing. So please check it out if you're interested, and look forward to working with you. Thanks.